On today's episode of SAS Rugby Insight, we're going to have a look at the big inter-schools derby between Paarl Boys High and Paarl Gymnasium, renowned for being one of the biggest schoolboy derbies in the world, and certainly last year's edition didn't disappoint. My analysis will take place on this set piece from Paarl Boys that took place in the 9th minute. We'll have a good look at the line out and then tactically on this reverse play, how they found Angelo Osh in space and that brilliant individual play that took him all the way for this try. Our first bit of analysis will be on the line out. As you can see on this footage, Paarl Boys High go for 4-man line out. And before we get to the movement and options they take in the line out, tactically this ties in nicely with what they want to do. If they want to head it up in the midfield, tie up the loose forwards and then change direction, numerically there's a good chance you might have a mismatch. But back to the line out, Paarl Boys High go with 2 lifters in 1 and 3 and then 2 jumping options in number 5 and 8. They'll walk in at the back, because if you contest in the front they'll just go up and take that ball. But if you contest at the back like Paarl Gymnasium does here, they'll try and beat you on the ground and take that front ball. If I can take you to a side view from a graphic illustration, is you walk in at the back, if they're contested in the front, you just go up and take that ball. But if the pot is set up at the back, try and beat them with the pace on the ground and go up in that space in front of the pot. The boys are actually dummies there and go another meter forward. Now the lifter becomes the jumper and they end up winning that ball pretty comfortably. From there the ball goes from 9 to 10, 10 to the forwards, a 2-pass target, which will even open up the blind even more. The nice thing about a 4-man line out, obviously you have your 3 forwards out to secure that ball and hopefully provide quick ruck ball. For if you change direction, the defense won't be as set as they would have been with a slow ball. And Angelo Osh times his run to perfection to exploit that space. Reminds me a bit of a set piece the Springboks did against Australia back in 2010. Also a midfield target with a quick change direction. In this instance though, the scrum half decides to pull open that first and second defender, which creates a space. But where in the Boys Eye example, they fixed that first and second defender with a dummy runner, and then with that third defender just being a bit too much on the drift. And that's enough for the winger to slip through. But here he's still left with 2 defenders coming across, and I thought the timing of his swerve here were excellent. He leveraged the momentum of the defender coming across against him, and then his pace took him all the way. If I can use another Springbok example, it comes from A.D. Jacobs. Not necessarily the pace of a pure winger like a Banner, but just the way he accelerates through the gap, and then his timing, he didn't get too close to the defender, and he used that swerve and the momentum against the defender to beat him on his inside. And then to finish off, one of the all-time greats, actually a former Paarl Boys High old boy, and Carl Du Plessis, real childhood hero of mine growing up. Many youngsters out there will do well to go watch some of his clips, how he swerves and uses the momentum against the defenders. He'll bring his inside leg quite close to power step off his outside foot, and the timing again is really important. That's that for this week then. Please join us next week. We have a look at Paarl Gymnasium, scored this try towards the end of the match. Some interesting setups from the attack and the defense. Really hope you enjoyed this. Again, please feel free to subscribe to our channel down below. Leave any comments. Go visit our website at www.sasrugby.com. Cheers everyone.